Nick, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good. Did we hit record?
Yeah. Oh, no, we did we?
Yeah,
We
We're
are.
not. Okay, now we are.
Oh my goodness.
Go.
3, 2, 1,
Welcome
go.
back to Coast to Coast with my buddy Brandon
Welcome back to the Coast Coast.
and this guy who cut his
Coast Coast.
damn beard off about 2.5 inches shorter, and it sucks
Dude, you look
Looks
fantastic. What are you complaining about?
because it was like down here, and I already miss it.
Okay, and now it doesn't look all scraggly. It
I
looks
don't care.
more
I'd rather it be
full and
scraggly.
buoyant.
I chopped it. I got in the shower, and when I started doing this to wash it, I could really tell how short it was because of how much is usually my hands. And as soon as I did, I was like, "Fuck."
At least you're not Blackbeard.
Like, subscribe, comment, check out the link, do some things, and get on with it.
Share the ever living you know what out of this, because today we got some special guests.
And what are we
it's
doing
gonna
today?
be fun.
What is it called?
Let's
Get
vocal.
All right.
Ferris,
Good.
you got a clip for us?
Yes, for these two wonderful guests we have today. He's on top of it.
Don't need no black and white. He don't need no red carpet cameras flashing in his eyes. No. 'Cause his feet are on the ground and he's grounded in his boots. My baby looks so sexy out there working in his boots. You should know. Got them real strong hands, and after working all day out in the hot sunshine, he comes walking in, always looking so fine. Oh, my heart lights up like shooting stars. He's like a knight in shining armor with them blue jeans on. Dirty white tee, and my baby don't need no tuxedo, tuxedo. You don't need no tuxedo.
Hey. That was cool.
Outstanding.
Nice.
I've never heard that song before.
Me neither. That was interesting.
That was a new one for me. Well, dude, you want to bring them on?
Let's bring them on. We got Mandy and we got
Kelly.
There you go.
Get on up in here.
Hi.
Kelly.
Hi.
And there's Mandy.
Hello.
How are
Hello.
ya?
Welcome to
Living the dream.
Living the dream. Aren't we all?
Well, we appreciate you being here. Little birdie told me that it's past somebody's bedtime, so we're gonna make this as quickly as possible, and we're gonna have as much fun as we can with the limited amount of time that we've got.
Yeah, that's right.
It's gonna be awesome.
Well,
So
I
go
gotta
ahead,
ask a quick question because I forgot to the last guest. Ever been on Star Maker?
For like 2
Yeah.
minutes.
For
Yeah,
like
for
2
about 2
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
I do not think
Fair
we've had
enough.
a guest yet that was like, yeah, I love it.
he just jumped to question 12.
Yeah, he
did.
I
Oh, was
wanted
it-
to not forget.
is there a
'cause I forgot to
specific
ask it
order,
last time.
Ferris?
No, it's just that's like okay. I mean, that's Nick's most important question. He's trying to compare Smule and Star Maker, and nobody has said, "Oh, Star Maker all the way." What are you talking about? No.
The thing that cracks me up is it's funny because Nick asked that of pretty much every Let's Get Vocal guest, and you're absolutely correct. We did not ask that in the last
No, we didn't. I
episode of
forgot.
Let's Get Vocal that we did, and I completely forgot. Yeah, I think I still feel like Star Maker is a little bit of a mixed bag. You're right. We haven't had anybody that's like, oh, it's the best thing ever, but everybody's at least tried it so far that we've asked, I believe. And I don't know. I might have to jump back on there and see if it's better. Well, that's
I
the
didn't,
thing.
I didn't know it was still a thing.
I want to see
I
if
think
it's
that when
still
Smule opened up like
there.
live jams and stuff, like that was the final nail in the coffin for Star Maker. Because that was like the only thing that Star Maker had was like you could sing live with people instead of like just having to record it and then people join you. And now
Yeah.
Smule has that, and like then they brought video in and all
There you
that stuff.
go.
So it was like, yeah, see ya. Like, what are we still doing on this? I deleted that app years ago, though.
You know what this means though? We have nobody we can ask. Do they update as much as Smule does?
Right.
Oh god.
Has Smule done anything? Because with Star Maker, they had those like karaoke rooms, right? So it was like legit karaoke. You put your song in the queue and then you wait your turn for however
Mhm.
many people. Has Smule done that, or is it still like you open up a live jam and it's just you and people are circulating in to sing with you?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
make
I
it
think
that
that's
far
right.
on Star Maker, so
I didn't make it.
No, I think with Smule, it is just you open a live and people just like circulate to join you.
Okay. I knew that was the thing before, but I've never gotten into, never been big into live jams. But the one thing that I did actually enjoy about Star Maker was the karaoke room, because you could jump into a karaoke party and
I did like
listen
that
to
too.
about 1,500 other people before it was your turn. It was fantastic.
it's the same. It's the same thing as Smule. You get in line and there's a wait list.
There's always a wait list.
So where y'all from?
Yeah, I was gonna say, where are y'all from?
West of Des Moines, Iowa.
Where's let me think about this.
North, south, east, west.
Right.
I'm
Right.
right
Yeah.
outside
To
Chicago.
the left.
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago.
Mhm.
Wow.
She's about 5.5 hours from me.
She's my
Yeah.
neighbor.
Yeah.
So we
They're
got
close
Mandy
to
and
me,
I-
man.
somebody with
Mandy and I
potatoes
see each
somebody
other
with
once a
crime.
year.
Oh,
Yes.
you meet up like once a year, you said?
Yeah.
Yes.
How was it that you all met the first time?
Okay.
I drove to
So you mean
her.
like in person or
Uh-oh.
in general?
Let's start with in general, and then I feel like there's a story
There's something
behind
going
that
on
in
here.
person.
There is. So when I joined Smule like Kelly, how long has it been? 7 years?
Ooh, same here.
7 years. Yeah, it's been about 7 years. And then I saw all these people with all these hashtags with like 3 letters and then, names and stuff. So I went and I started checking out groups and I'm like, what the heck is a group? I'm like, you know what? I don't see any country groups. All I see are these R&B and hip hop and whatever. So I decided to start a group all by myself. Just me. I was like, I'm gonna find some people to join me.
She's like
And
3 days in. I'm starting a group, damn it.
right. It literally,
Wow.
like I was probably on there for 2 or 3 weeks before I was like, I want a group. I want some friends. I need some friends. Like, so
Pretty
Kelly
sure I was in
one
there
of
many
the-
months before I found out about groups.
Kelly was one of the first 5 people that joined the Country Outlaws. Is the name?
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
We had a rough start, I think.
I didn't like her.
I didn't like her at all.
I really liked her
Oh,
voice.
no.
She didn't like me
As a person.
either.
That's funny because
did
when I
not
went into
match.
So Country, Ferris was like, I'm not too sure about that guy.
Hated it. He was a titty
But
baby.
it's
No.
when you like get to know somebody outside of like the first, I can't even. I honestly don't even remember what changed our minds about the other one. Like, it was just like I was just like, I think she's. Can I say? I don't even know if I can say the word.
You can say whatever
Okay.
you
The
want.
first letter.
Oh, okay. I just kept saying, I think she's cunty. And then because she would like in line you would like type things and she would always type this. She would always type and I was like, that's how you respond to people? Like she was like much younger than me and I'm just like, okay, well maybe she's just not like, maybe
First
she just
off,
doesn't know.
Oh my goodness.
That's rude.
That's
Like if you
that's
hear
how that
her in real
started.
life,
That's how
if
it
you hear her
started
in
because
real
you
life,
got
she
on
does it.
you got on a call and I was like, and you're like, wait, what did you just say? I said,
Right.
Mhm.
And she's like, wait,
Because when you
that's how you
hear
say
her do
that?
it, like in my head, she was typing it out like,
Mm-hmm.
because like that's how I would say it. You know what I mean? Like, okay. And it's just not how she kept going, and I'm like, oh, right, she's not cunty. And so we started talking like on the phone, and then it became like we should meet up. We should, like, we realized that we were really close to each other. And so she called me like on Christmas morning and she was like, hey,
What?
there's another girl that had been in COL like since the beginning, and she was like, she's getting married. She was getting married, and she's like, we should crash her wedding. And I was like,
Wow.
okay. Well, I had said like that I couldn't go, and I don't remember why. Oh, I think because it was like around Ryland's birthday or something. I don't remember. And Mandy was pregnant at the time, and so we were both like,
No, I
we
wasn't.
can't
I had a
go.
baby. I had
You had
Nashland.
you had Nashland.
I had a
No,
baby.
I mean when she invited us to the wedding, you were
Oh
pregnant.
yeah, I was pregnant when she.
Oh, and I
invited.
had just
Yeah.
started a new job, so we
Right.
were like, "There's no way we're not gonna." And she's like, "We should crash it." And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, we should crash it." So we rented an SUV and we I drove from Chicago to Iowa, and then we drove from Iowa to fucking College Station, Texas.
Good Lord.
16 hours.
Wow.
16 hours overnight through the night, with her infant in the car, and we crashed her wedding.
Why does this sound like a Hangover
Wow.
Part 5?
Right?
Oh, dude. And then like, here's the
Right?
worst part is that the night before the wedding, I was sick as a dog. I mean, I
Yep.
was like horribly sick, just puking, barfing all over the place. And and then we get to the wedding, and I'm just like, oh, Mandy, I don't know if I can make this, man. Like, we
Like,
just
I'm
drove
so happy
16
to
hours.
be here.
Ooh. Like, it was really
Now that we're
bad.
here, I don't think I can go.
This has
I
got
was,
to be.
you have no idea.
This got to be the
We
best
were like-
dual guest meetup story.
Holy
Oh, this
We
is
crap.
we were like 2 hours away from this place, and she's like, I don't want to go. I'm like, we just drove 16 hours to go to this wedding.
I
We're
was
not
so
turning
sick, you
around.
guys.
That's not a thing.
And like we have pictures of us at the
Oh my
wedding, and like my
God.
face is legitimately
it's
green.
like a
And I'm-
ghost.
I'm like, ugh. Like I can't even look at the food. She's like drinking champagne and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that looks really good. Like I couldn't. I was so sick. And then when we drove
If anybody
back,
should object,
and then when we drove back, it was like the next day after the wedding. I woke up and I was fine. I was gone. I was done. And we drove back, and I was legitimately sad to leave her. Like I was legitimately like we both cried when we had to leave each other, and like that was it for us. Now that was God.
And then
6
she
or
was a
7 years
bridesmaid
ago.
in my wedding. So
Yep,
there's
I
Aw.
stood in Mandy's wedding. She has come here. We've taken all 84 of her children to like
All
all the
84.
to all of the, like the Shut Aquarium, and she's got 3 kids.
I feel like that's what it would be like with me and you, Brandon. We finally meet up, and we have to go apart. We're probably gonna cry.
Oh,
it
No,
was
I
a
don't
really
cry.
sad moment. And then every time I see
yeah.
her, my kids like run to her, and
Yeah.
she's
And actually, the
Auntie
last
Kiki.
time-
It's, it's a thing now.
The
That's
last time
awesome.
I left her house in Iowa, her daughter, Nashland, that's my girl, man. That's my home girl. I pulled out of the driveway, and Nashland like ran through the front yard and was like waving at me and bye, Auntie Kiki, I love you. And I started bawling because
Lost
Aw.
because it's hard. Like when there's kids involved, it's hard. Like it's hard
Yeah.
enough to leave Mandy, but when there's kids involved, and like I get to FaceTime them and stuff like that, but it's not the same. I can't just like be like, hey Mandy, I'm coming over to see Nashie, or like, hey, I'm taking Nashland out to the movies or whatever. And like I love all of her babies, but Nashland has like because I was there through Nashland's, pregnancy, and that's when Mandy and I got really close. So
Yeah.
Nashland is like my, I love her.
So, where you're
That's
at now
awesome.
after all this, where are your feelings standing with the cunty part?
I mean, we're still both cunty, so it's not.
From cunty to besties.
Not what Mandy was listening for.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
It's
Nick.
kind of like, oh,
Good Lord,
Except I
buddy.
think-
more.
Well,
Thing
these are
though,
questions
Mandy-
people
I
want
can, I
answers.
can kind of relate to that a little bit though, because I've got an extremely close friend of mine, probably the closest friend that I have. I mean, the first time we met, we almost beat the living shit out of each other. Like we were face to face, nose to nose, screaming at each other, hollering, and then fast forward 3 weeks, and it's like, hey, what's up, bro? You want to go get a pizza? I think some of the best friendships are made that way.
Now that you mentioned height, that was a shock to Kelly the first time she met me. I'm almost 5'11". Okay, Kelly, how tall are you?
I thought she was short.
How tall are?
I'm 5'5.5". The half is important.
Well, I think you're both taller than
The half
Ferris.
is important.
Yeah, you're both taller than Ferris.
She got out of her car, started walking towards me, goes, "Oh my gosh, Gigantor!"
I called her a Sasquatch. She's actually stored in my phone as Sasquatch.
So basically,
she's my Sasquatch Tinkerbell.
She ain't just a
Sasquatch
cunt;
Tinkerbell.
she's a giant cunt, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, and I went out to smoke at her house, and she's like, "Well, just throw my boots on." And she's got like 84,000 pairs of cowboy boots. First of all, the only thing country about me is the music I listen to. There is nothing at all remotely even close to being country about me. And I was like, ugh. Like that, my reaction was like visceral. Like it was like, ugh. But then I was like, okay, well, it was literally like throwing my husband's shoes on. Like, sure, the difference in size of our feet was incredible. And I was like, okay, I can get down with this.
Well, now that you bring it up, I kind of feel like we need to know what everybody's shoe size is.
Yeah.
Mandi?
What?
Huge.
There's a reason.
I'll guess Mandy's shoe size.
Yes,
Well, I
guess
know
my
she's
shoe.
tall. Somebody
Okay, there you
guess.
go.
9,
11.
9 in women.
10, 11.
I'll go with whatever Ashley says.
I'll say 8 in women.
I don't know.
Because Ashley probably knows.
I've seen
I know
it.
Ashley's cheating.
I have no idea what the difference is between the size structure between women's shoes and men's shoes.
It's about
I say
two
10
sizes
in tennis
smaller.
shoes and 11 in boots.
2 sizes smaller. Well, the question is, do you wear men's footwear or ladies' footwear?
I wear ladies' footwear, but I wear size 10.5 to 11.
Well, she special orders them.
Yeah. But I see it like this. Everybody
It's all out in the
always
mail.
listen.
Wow.
Everybody
say about
always
big
says
feet?
something about big shoes. But if I had smaller feet and I was 5'10",
You'd
5'11",
fall over.
it'd be weird.
Yeah, you'd fall over.
Yeah.
It wouldn't look right.
I
It
get
wouldn't
you.
look right. I mean, it's you're very proportionate.
Very proportionate.
Yes.
That's all I can say about that. She's very
Oh, that's
proportionate.
Wow.
Now I'm a little bit self-conscious because I'm 5'11 and a half, and I think you might have bigger feet than me.
Probably.
What size are
I
your
wear a
shoes?
size 9 in men's. So if you wear size 9, then yes.
Oh no. I'm somewhere between 10.5 and 11.
I'm
Okay.
around a 12.
Nick wears a 16.
No, I don't.
Jesus.
So he's the Sasquatch in your relationship. I get it.
Like,
Mandy, there's a Sasquatch in
I'm
all
wearing my
relationships.
I'm not
son's
sure. We
shoes
still haven't.
right now.
We
Like,
still haven't
it's the
met,
thing.
so we don't really know who's taller than the other one. Ferris keeps
According to
saying
you, you got
he's
a half inch on me,
5'2",
but-
but I don't believe him.
That's because men lie about size.
No,
Ooh.
it's what women do.
6 inches is big. You know what I mean?
That's why they measure in
Wait a minute,
centimeters.
So that means if I'm
Big
lying
fingers.
about 5'2", then I'm smaller than that. By logic.
You guys, I thought my husband, my husband and I got into a fight about this. I thought for sure he was 6 feet tall. I was like, he's 6 feet. But like anybody that's taller than me, like that's my go-to.
Yeah.
Like they're like, I don't know how tall is that person. I'm like, I don't know, 6 feet. That's my go-to. So we went to the doctor, and I said to the nurse, I was like, can you please solve this debate for us? And she's like, yeah, sure. And I said, can you measure him? And she looked at me like I had fucking lobsters coming out of my eyeballs. And I was like, we've been arguing about this. We've been together 23 years. And we've been arguing about it since the day we met.
Oh,
She's like,
shit.
I'm not 6 feet, Kelly. I'm not 6 feet. I'm like, you gotta be. You gotta be. Like, that's all there is to it. If I can wear 3-inch heels and like you're still way taller than me, then I feel like you gotta be 6 feet. That's just, it is what it is.
You got to
But
be.
no, he's 5'11".
Yeah,
So.
So I'm going
I
to ask
am-
this question. I get a question. This
My
is a
driver's
que-
license says 6 feet.
No, it doesn't.
It does. My driver's license.
Would you have
says
your
My
6
cowboy
driver's
boots with the
license
high
says-
heels on them or something?
I was
My
wearing
driver's
boots that day.
license says
Yeah, I
I'm
figured.
5'8".
Oh, man.
So
It
do you-
lies.
have you guys ever had a join that was just like terrible, or like somebody was just drunk off their tail?
On Smule.
Oh God.
Oof.
Yeah.
Do you want us to be honest?
Well,
They're
yeah.
women. I'm going to say yes.
No, we
You
want
don't
you
need
to
to.
lie.
You don't need to name names or
You don't
anything.
have to say a name if you
Oh,
want.
well, no.
Because I had an older lady that sang with me a couple times, and she was slockered.
I've
there
had
are
the
a
same
lot-
lady sing with me. She's
There are quite a few that are less than favorable.
she's interesting.
She is.
So I actually was trending, I think, in like Taiwan once, because I had opened a song and it had like thousands of listens and like hundreds of joins. But I don't think, but
Wow.
maybe one of them spoke English. And not that there's anything wrong with that at all, but like it is a prerequisite to sing an English song, right? Like you gotta know the words. Like I wouldn't sing out another language because I don't speak any others. But it was so yeah.
Right.
I've had some fabulous joy.
So I'm guessing neither one of you guys know any other language, or do you?
I know a little
4
bit of
years
French.
of French.
Okay.
Hey.
I know redneck.
I took 4 years of French, but all I can say is pass the chicken. So we would never know where a bathroom is.
Pass the
We would
chicken.
never go hungry either.
I don't know how to say that.
Passez les poulets. I don't even say it with a French
Ah.
accent. I say it like I'm from Chicago. Les poulets.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So
My mom's from
Cool.
Germany. I do understand German. I don't speak it, but I
Mm.
understand it. So if people have a conversation in German, I can eavesdrop, but I can't respond to it.
See, that's why we get along so well,
Hmm.
because I also took 2 years of German, so I know some German.
what the heck?
Mhm.
I just know broken English. Like
Same.
that's it for me. I don't even do that one
I know
right.
redneck. Redneck works, right?
Oh, I speak fluent redneckanese.
Redneckanese.
Oh yeah. Well, the California version of redneckanese. That's just embarrassing. All right, moving on. So, outside of Smule, what kind of hobbies do you have?
And your
Well,
Smule is
just-
our
you go first.
I was a Division I athlete, and then
Yes.
I'm a retired semi-professional athlete, so I still play volleyball. And
Nice.
I do
Oh.
it for money now.
you do it for
That's
money now.
awesome. How long did
I
you
have
play
a
volleyball
beach-
for?
Are you swindling people?
Well, yes, because I'm 5'5.5", so I walk into the room and people just automatically assume that I can't do the things, right? So
Yeah.
but I'm also like the last tournament we played in, I was blocking this girl and I absolutely stuffed her. And I was trying to not be a dick because normally I'm a dick. I'm a bad loser and I'm not afraid to admit that. And Mandy's seen me play, so she knows. And
She's
this girl
savage.
she had a Mighty Mouse shirt on. And I was like, oh my God, Mighty Mouse. I love Mighty Mouse. Now, keep in mind, I just stuffed her. And she was like, I've never seen it. And I was like, really? Like, why are you wearing this shirt? And I was like, that was like my favorite cartoon when I was
I loved Mighty
little.
Mouse.
Mighty Mouse
She
was the
goes-
shit.
Yeah. Swear to Jesus. She goes, I wasn't born yet. I was like, how old are you? She was 22. Now let me just backtrack here. I have a stepdaughter who turned 26 today. So I played against a girl
Happy
who was
birthday.
younger than my stepdaughter. And it was horrifying to me. And I was like, I should probably I'm just not going to mention that. She was also like 6 feet tall. So that's what I do in
Gigantor.
my spare time.
Oh.
Yeah. Mhm. Gigantor. Yeah, She-Ra. But she
That's
wouldn't know
awesome.
who She-Ra is because,
She wasn't born yet.
fucking young.
Yeah.
Wasn't born yet.
Wow.
Yeah. Damn babies.
Next.
Babies.
So you gotta look at her
Uh,
face. Do I say this?
Two things. I've been in a country classic rock band for the last 10 years.
Ooh,
Wow.
Yeah.
no kidding.
We're local out of Des Moines, Iowa.
Called
That's cool. Yeah.
Blacktop.
Blacktop.
Ah.
Okay.
Follow her on Facebook, kids.
Heck yeah.
And then I recently, within the last 2 weeks, I started a little bakery cupcake side business. I don't know why. Don't ask
Oh.
why. I don't know, but I enjoy doing that.
Oh,
I don't
cool.
look. Do I look like a baker? Not so much. But turns out I know how to
She's
bake
really
things.
good at it.
Do I look like a
They
baker?
look amazing.
Nice.
They're very good.
So basically, you get an idea and I'm doing it.
Yep.
Starting a group on Smule 2.5 days in, freaking bacon. Do you put bacon in your bakings? If there's bacon
I
on
actually
it, I'll
have
buy one.
I actually have a cupcake right now that I'm working on called maple bacon, and it actually has
God.
bacon in it. So
Wow.
there's that.
It's funny that you said that,
Ah.
You just
that
made Nick
basically she
faint.
gets an idea and like runs with it because like you should see her when she starts remodeling houses. She's like, I think I'm gonna rip out the floors today, and then like by the end of the day, all the floors are gone, and you're like, okay, well now what? And then the next day, she's got everything installed. By the end of the day, she's very like, once she's got her mind on something, that's it. Like there's no
Who
telling her
does she
no.
sound like?
That's that guy. That's Nick. That's Nick. I'm the dude. I'll sit back and I'll research shit for like 15 fucking years, right? And I'll never pull the damn trigger. Nick will look at something for about 10 seconds. I'm doing that. Next thing you know, he's got it done. and it fucking works. I don't get it.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, that's Mandy.
to go get
Crazy.
it, man.
Mandy.
Let's shift gears for a minute because what we're also really here for is so you guys have the CAS
Yes.
comp.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
how did you decide to start that?
Well, again with my on a whim and just running with it.
Oh shit.
See, the whims are
we
awesome.
started. It was an I, and then I asked Kelly, and she was on board. We started an in-house competition within the members of the Country Outlaws, the group that we're in, and it was called. Actually, no. Was that Karaoke Kamikaze, Kelly? Was that before
That's
or
not
after?
What,
No, I know.
but
What we started
Kara-
we started a comp in home, which created
Yeah.
the
yeah.
So
Which
we
created CAS.
created So we started a competition within the Outlaws called Karaoke Kamikaze. And that was like everybody choosing songs for everybody, and then they sang, and then we had people that weren't in the group kind of score them. And then I was like, we should have a big one, like a big
What?
one.
We should
We
do
should
Like-
have
it.
a big one.
We should do a big one. And she was like,
Mhm.
that's a lot of work. I said, you just have to sit there and just score people. I'll do all the work. I'll create all the quip notifications. I'll create all the round stuff. You just sit there and look pretty and talk shit in the chat room, and that's it.
Like,
Like,
you just
100
that's
people in
it.
loopholes sound
Those
like
are
fun.
my best qualities.
Right. So
there you go.
that's what we did. We actually ended up with 300 auditions for season 1.
Wow.
Damn.
And we had about 80 of them come into the chat room. That was back when we were like really picky on who we let in and who we think
Mhm.
could
Yeah, that makes sense. That's
could
why I
benefit
wasn't
from
selected
that
when
sort of
I
stuff.
Those three
auditioned.
guys wouldn't
Yeah,
have made
that's
it.
why
Oh,
Brandon was
God.
not talking.
How many
There
times you
he
gonna delete
goes.
Smule, son?
This is the 64th time.
Oh, he's a
Look
red
at me,
beet.
I'm all red now.
So we did start it with it being country based genre only, and because that's what we were. Then I was like, it could be a country outlaw production called the Country All Stars, and so it was country based. And then season 2 came around, and I think that season we also season 2 we did what was it? It was different genres, but it was like 6 or 7 rounds. That's like 7 weeks. It was
Mhm.
ridiculous. And Kelly was like, "Nope, got it."
Not again.
too much.
It
Yeah.
was
So then
too
we
much.
and then we shortened it to 6 weeks, and she was like, you know, like, okay, 5 weeks.
Everybody gets one song. That's it.
One round.
Everybody makes the
It's a lot of damn
finals.
Smule songs to listen to. Okay.
So now we're at, you know, five rounds. So 3 regular rounds, a semifinal and a final. But season 1 was based off of our group, and I was just like, let's see how many people. Maybe we can also help recruit, because we have like 6 people in this group. It's kind of boring. We need more activity. We need more livelihood of something, because it's just gonna die and then it'll all go to shit. So
Yeah.
that's how we got more people to join COL.
Cool.
Was through the comp too.
Nice.
Hmm.
Nice.
Our last season was fun. I mean, it was the first season that we did duets, and that was that's kind of a pain in the ass.
I was going to ask.
Kind of a pain in the ass. Like so we plan the seasons out before, like the year before. So we know like what we're doing the year before, and it usually is. You know what we should do? And like we'll be talking because we get on a call every Monday, and we chat about the scoring, and like because we have a no nonsense policy in there. And we don't let people, like I don't care if your husband or your wife is in the competition or whatever, but you better be, you have to judge them fairly. And so we're very strict on that. So it's like if we feel like somebody is acting biased, we will actually call them and tell them that your score is not appropriate. And so we're very, very strict on those types of things. So on a phone call every single season, it's what should we do for next season? Or you know what I was thinking about? Maybe we should do
dude, we planned season 7 during season 5.
We did.
So
that's epic.
Oh, so y'all do have an idea what 7's gonna
Now,
be like.
so
Nope.
What?
Now you said past seasons has been all country based. From what I understand, you kind of open it up to different genres.
You said season 2
right?
was multi-genre. I didn't know that. So
Yep, season two was all genres. I specifically remember that because there is a video floating around of all the winners from all seasons, and the one that we have listed for season 2, the song does not go with the round, because a lot of people, after they get done with the competition, they'll go back and they'll delete their songs because they don't think it's good enough to be on their page, stuff like that. And that's fine. You know, if you're not comfortable with it, who am I to judge you? Like, it's already been scored. You can do whatever you want with it.
Hey, like,
So
I already
I
judged
do
you once. I
remember-
won't judge you again.
Right. So it is actually a song from like round 3, and it was Bro Country was the theme of the round. And the only reason why I know that is because there was another round where they had to create a mashup of decades from different artists.
Oh,
and
wow.
then it gets a little.
Some of it is really
descriptive.
detailed. Yeah.
Probably a good thing
Very
I didn't pass the audition then.
Well, season 1 was like any song this round. Oh, any song this round, and it was,
Yeah.
you know,
did you even actually audition that season?
no.
I can't remember which season it was.
I can go look.
I don't know. I don't remember which
I'm gonna
season
go
it
I'll
was.
get back to you on that. Verify.
You know, we
Yes.
have dabbled in result reveal videos.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ferris and Nick have. To be
Those are
fair.
cool.
To be fair.
Um,
Do y'all have any kind of like regrets or anything that you would have done or plan to do differently?
that kind of goes with what I was going to ask. So I
Hmm.
was gonna say, over the years, if you had like growing pain, certain like any specific
Oh, yeah.
growing pain.
Yeah,
Based
same kind of question.
Kelly, go for it.
I
If
mean-
you don't,
Blacklist.
I mean,
contestants.
aside from
Blacklisted
yeah, we do have
contestants.
we don't talk about that here.
We don't talk about that.
we do have some
You don't know that
we
I
do have
have a
some-
list.
It's probably
Oh, yes, I
long.
do.
Business.
Oh,
we do have some so we try and keep things very clean in there because it's about the competition. Like there's money on the line. And so it's literally about the competition and about the music. And sometimes people get very passionate about their scores. And we don't reveal judges. We don't tell the contestants who judged them that round. But we don't do that for a reason, because it's really none of their business.
Yeah, you don't want
And I don't want to open it up to like criticism, but if a contestant is not playing by the fair rules, I mean, we're very fair, and then I'll boot them, and then you're not invited back.
and there's what the
You can
blacklist comes
audition
in.
all you want to. Yeah, you can audition all you want to. I don't care. You could sing like Mariah fucking Carey, and I don't give a fuck. You are not gonna. You don't come in and disrespect the staff. You don't come in and disrespect the contestants. You don't come in and act like an asshole, because, it's supposed to be fun. Like, we
And typically
did this.
that's the message that goes across through the chat room when something happens and a person has been
Removed.
kicked out. There is a nice message from Kelly that comes across the screen as, quit your bullshit. Let's all grow up. We're all adults here. Quit acting childish. And then it says, that's all. Have a great day.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's putting it straight.
I
right?
like it. Get y'all shit together.
Right.
That's right.
Love it.
You said something about what do we regret or something about that.
Yeah, if you had any.
This last season we decided to go with no bonus rounds. I feel like bonus
Yeah.
rounds are there to help you get more points and to get you ahead of someone else, but the bonus round that we've had in the past, one of them specifically, was you sing a song, and if you get between 50 and 100 hearts or likes on that song, you get this many points. If you get over 300 likes, you get this many points. And we did have a lot of negative feedback on that, because people were like, I'm not a social person. I don't share my music. Okay, well then don't participate. Well, I don't want to lose out on points. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Either you participate or you
Because-
don't. I mean,
Spam your
think that-
Smule followings message inbox.
Well,
Right.
and I mean, the reality of it is that they all just posted it in the chat, and then everybody loved it. Not even-
right. There were like
You
250
could
people in there.
sing "Row, row, row your boat." All you have to do is get 50 loves, and there was 100 people in there. So just post it. You can leave it on it, put it on public for a day, let everybody love it, get your bonus points, and then delete it. We don't care. But we got a lot of like people that were like, I don't want to do that, and then I don't beg for loves, and I'm like, all right, then don't do it.
Yeah. I mean,
You're not handcuffed. Like, we don't care.
the
Don't
specific
do it.
reason why we didn't do bonus points this season was because of it being a duet and how much time and effort people spend like communicating with each other. Obviously not everyone's schedules match up, not everyone's in the same time zone. Like, it was crazy how many people we had this season from overseas and
Yeah.
England, and there was a guy from New Zealand and up in Canada. Like, they were everywhere. It was
Wow.
international. It was amazing. And I was
That's
like, you know what?
awesome.
They're gonna be putting a lot of work into creating something with like all these vocal background crazy stuff. And like, one thing that I don't want
Yeah.
them to worry about is, oh, can I get an extra point for singing this song and having to put this many layers and doing this with the song? They just added a bunch, and I wanted them to focus more on the song between themselves. So
Gotcha.
Nice. Okay. I
A
like it.
lot goes into when you're a solo doing a comp that you really want to win, but when there's duets, it's
Yeah, because there's two
Oh,
people
I
that are
don't go
arranging
into a
it.
comp hoping to win.
no.
No.
Actually,
Be nice just to
it's
learn something.
joke. And Ferris can attest to this. I won't try for like the first 4 rounds of a competition. I don't even try. I don't even.
There's
pick
a
the
lot
song
of
till
people
20
that
minutes
do
before
that.
it's due.
Mhm.
And it's because I don't. I mean, if I don't make it, then meh. But if I do, then great. Then when I get to the semis and the whatever, then I'll try. Like, I'll put the effort in. But aside from that, my first
Except
couple
for-
rounds,
except for that one comp, Kelly, that I competed in against you.
Oh, yeah.
We were like like the whole
Uh-huh.
time. I was like, bring it, come at me.
and we were the only 2 that survived the country
And then I
genre.
dropped out.
And then
So
she
there's
dropped
that.
out, and I was like, do I even want to do this anymore? Like, it's not even fun anymore. Like, now what?
I can tell
Where's
you
my
as-
competition?
As somebody
Yeah.
that knows Kelly from competition standpoint, as I was a staff member, like we're perfectly puzzled you were in that, and then also seeing her in the behind the scenes with the staff room, two different Kellys. Like she's super quiet when she's competing in that type of comp.
Yeah, she never says anything.
And then in the staff room, it was like, hell no. Okay, we're gonna fix this. Okay, we're gonna do that. And Mandy's right there with us, like it's just directing it. And I'm gonna tell you, what you said earlier about it was a bunch of like this duet comp that we just got done with. As staff, I watched a lot of work go into it, and yeah, it was kind of stressful having to deal with something new and deal with two people, not one, complaining or whatever. But at the end of the day, I think it was the biggest reward that we got as a staff group, because it was like, I think Mandy said it from the last season, it was like butter, but this was butter on the best bread you ever had as far as the ending of a comp, because everybody enjoyed it. And I think that's the point. The harder it is, if you stick with it and you have a good plan and you got good people, the reward is massive. And y'all achieved that. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I agree.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Aw.
Oh, Ferris being all.
I don't say
warm
much.
and
I don't say
nice.
much in the latter rounds, but when I do, it matters. I'm just kidding.
Man.
Amen.
I just want to go back to what Kelly said real quick. You know, she doesn't even try for the first 4 or 5 rounds until she gets in the semifinals. And I'm the guy that spends I'm the guy that spends like 12 and a half hours on the first round fucking song and then gets booted in round 3. It's bullshit.
But that's the
But
thing, though.
here's the
Like,
thing.
I when I'm in competition, like I can finish a 20 layered song in probably an hour. It doesn't take me all week. It doesn't take me more than an hour to do anything. Like I'm not to toot, but I'm going to toot. I am really good at harmonizing with myself. And like, if I hear something wrong, I'll just go whoop. Or usually I typically start the whole song over because I'm like, well, now my vocals are going to be different in this spot. And they're going to tell where I took a break and I started again. And I get really skeptical about parts like that in songs. So, I mean, but Kelly over here, she's just like, oh, you did yours in 18 joins. I'm going to do mine in 3. Watch this.
Actually, somebody got mad one day because in one comp that I was in, because everybody had like 17 layers and I did a solo.
Yeah.
And I was in the top 10 and they were like, she did a fucking solo. And I was like,
Well,
Wow.
maybe there's some bias.
Like, Mandy, I didn't have time.
I didn't have time. I just didn't have the time. So I went upstairs. It was like 10 minutes before the song was due. I went upstairs and I'm like, fuck it. And I sang with everything I had to that one song, did a solo, submit, changed the cover art, did the things. And then I was just like, whatever, I'm looking at what everybody else did. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not going to make it. Like, these people have like 58 layers. And I'm like, there's not even such a thing as a 58 part harm, but whatever. And I'm seeing these things and I'm like, oh, there's no way. Right. And then I was like, oh, and actually I was top 5 in that one. But then I never did another solo for a comp before. I've only done that one time.
I'm obviously doing shit wrong. It takes me
Me
like 8
too.
hours to record 4 freaking layers because I'm that guy. I go through and if I don't sing it from start to finish in one take, I'm not submitting it. It's garbage. I don't pause and break and go back and rewind and fast forward and all that other crazy fucking shit. I did it with Android for way too damn long before I finally got iPhone. And when I had an Android, you were forced to restart the song. You couldn't pause.
I miss when you
other
could
kinds of
flag it and then click flag and it'd go back to where you flagged it.
Yeah.
What? You can do what?
Yes.
When Smule first came out, you could
How do
flag
you
it.
do that?
No, you can't do it now. They took it out. But you could
They called
flag
you
it
a
and it like post a
flag
flag
it,
and then
Brandon.
you could sing and then you're like,
You
oh
shut
shoot,
your
I
face,
messed up.
Nick.
And then you go back to flag and it'd take you back to where you flagged and you could start it over again from where you flagged it. But
That's pretty
that was
cool.
gone years ago.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to expedite my Smule process.
I started off where
No, you know what? I think you just have to not care as much, right? Like, here's the thing about
you gotta not care. Yes, that's right.
Like,
just don't give a shit and you'll make it to the finals.
Like I think people put so much effort into it. And I like, God bless. Seriously, God bless. Because it doesn't, but I mean, we do this for fun, right? Like it's supposed to be fun. And and like at the end of the day, like I hate losing to anybody for anything, but at the end of the day, like literally we do this for fun. We do this because it's a passion of ours. We sing because we love to sing. We get our feelings out that way. It's like something that, like, you know, makes us all who we are. And so it's, you know, I mean, if you belt out a song start to finish, like, I think in the beginning of comps, they're you know, the first thing that they look for is not necessarily the technicality of it. Like, are you hitting every single note? It's like, could I feel what you were saying? Like, did what you said, like what you brought to me in the song, did I feel that? And if I didn't feel it, you're done, right? Because everything that we do when it comes to music is emotion based. It's all about emotion. And if you come across as like this song hit you, it hit you. Like there was a song in the finals of this last season, man. Those girls, I said, I was on the phone with Mandi and I had tears in my eyes. I'm like, these girls, they brought it, man. They like, I literally, it just gave me goosebumps. These girls changed an entire song, wrote their own lyrics. They did. I mean, and it was, I would absolutely download that. I would absolutely download that. Like I felt something with it. And it was like, that's what music is supposed to do. That's what it's there for. It's there to replace those feelings that you can't feel. And I feel like people get lost in that with their perfection, right? Like, oh, this key was off, or oh, you know, this was too low, or this wasn't right, or whatever. You get lost in that. But what music is supposed to do is make you feel something that you couldn't feel if you weren't listening to that song.
How are you going to feel it if you're too focused on whether your pitch is at the right point? You're so focused on the technicalities, you don't get to the feeling. And if you notice, some people, if you listen to them, you can tell they sound like they're trying too hard.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe that's why I keep getting booted. I don't know. Squealing pig.
Brandon is so salty.
Not making it.
So in my experience in Smule and comps, that my opinion is there's two types of competitors. There's those that believe that those that create comps or judge comps should have to be able to sing at least above halfway decently. And then there are those that don't believe that. We just so happen to have two comp co-creators and vocalists that I have proof that they know what the hell they're talking about. Absolutely.
We have a lot of fun with it.
Do what?
We have a lot of fun with it.
And I'm going to show you that proof.
Oh God.
What do you got? What are you brewing, Ferris?
Ooh. I can't wait.
She said,
do I have time for one more question when you're done with what you're doing?
I would only be in your way. So I'll go.
Yes, queen.
God bless America.
But I know that I'll think of you every step of the way.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Fuck off.
And I will always love you.
Ooh.
I will always love you. You, my darling, you. Bittersweet memory. That's all I'm taking with me. So goodbye. Please don't cry. We both know I'm not what you need. And
Oh, not he had to block the wind in his garage.
will always love you. I will
Yeah, I got my fan on, Ferris. Getting a little hot over here. Okay.
You're gonna make Brandon quit Smule.
Kelly,
I did it once before.
Those runs. Like,
I know.
Insane.
That's it. That's the whole feeling.
You know
thing.
how many times I've tried to do that and I'm just like, can't.
I sound like a dying cow.
That was the feeling thing right there. That was the feels.
Nick.
Little
Yeah,
feels.
it was.
Nick.
Wait,
What?
wait,
Nick.
there's more.
Nick.
There's
Before
more.
Ferris does his thing, that's why she get away with a solo when schmucks like us do like 12 layers and shit.
This is true.
God bless it.
Nah. Cheater. Somehow. Or somehow.
There's definitely more. We got more.
I just want to say while I'm playing about the whole layers thing. Okay. Oh wait.
You're late, buddy. Late.
You shouted out, but I can't hear a word you say.
Okay.
Lord.
Talking loud,
So good.
saying much.
Going off her arms.
I'm criticized, but all your bullets ricochet. You shoot me down, but I get up. I'm bulletproof.
Holy
God.
shit.
Fire away, fire
Holy shit.
away. Ricochet.
Ferris, turn that
Almost a
shit
totally
up.
different Song. Almost a totally different song.
Fire away, fire away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium.
Oh, God.
Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Cut me down, but
Oh
it's
my God.
you who have further to fall. Ghost town and haunted love. Oh, raise your voice, sticks and stones may break my bones. I'm talking loud, not saying much. Oh, I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, fire away.
I'm quitting now.
Take your reign.
Fuck y'all.
Fire away. You shoot me down, but I
That's just the bar you have to try to hit, actually.
I am
Me
titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Oh, I am titanium.
Amazing.
Well, that's it for this show because I feel like
Well,
a piece of shit now.
There he goes, deleting his shit.
Y'all can kiss Smule bye-bye.
Actually, Mandy and I were in the car one
Good
time,
Lord.
and we were talking about the strengths of each other's voices, and where if she's listening to a song, she immediately can hear the harmonies immediately, and
The harmonies on that song, I literally sent a song into Ashley. I said, wait. 5 minutes later, I gave her that. I had added the
Mhm.
harmonies within 5 minutes and I sent it to her. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, wait, do
So-
this one
so
instead.
we'll be
That's
listening to
crazy.
a song, and she'll sing the song in the harmony, and we'll be listening to the same song, and I hear where the artist should have done a vocal run, and that's how so we hear things very differently, and it's just always worked for us, like as a duo, but also as friends. Like we hear things in a totally different manner, and so that is, I mean, the idea behind the comp was to be able to hear those types of differences and pick those types of differences apart, and then combine our efforts to make this competition.
Make it.
So, what I was going to say before Ferris interrupted me.
I do that. It's my job.
I just really wanted to quick to say about the layers thing because I was thinking about it when you guys were talking about when first was doing comps. I'm kind of getting used to it now with certain things, but the whole when they would say, okay, this song and there needs to be at least 5 layers, it used to drive me nuts. So I'm like, why are you making me do layers? Because I was never a layer guy. I don't harm, and a lot of songs I did don't have harms in the song.
Mhm.
But now I'm all right with it. But it used to drive me nuts when they would make me do layers.
I
But
still hate
Yeah,
doing
it's-
layers.
He's
I
actually
hate
switched
layering
up.
songs.
We switched up the comp quite a bit because the first 2 seasons it was like, oh, you have to have a minimum of 3 layers. Well, the last
Mhm.
2 seasons it's been unlimited whatever you feel.
Yeah,
Because I don't think people should be subjective to, oh, well, I can't harmonize, so what do I do with the other 3? And
Right.
so now
That's
it's like you can
me.
do you can
well,
do
people
whatever
do
you want
the
to.
silent layers now.
Yeah. Or they just break
No,
the
I got
song apart,
docked
'cause
on that once, Nick. I got docked on that shit, dude. It was like a 3-layer minimum thing or whatever, right? And I did I think 2 total, right? And that I actually, I don't y'all can sing. I just screech. So I screeched 2 layers. And then I did a couple silent layers to balance it out, right? And literally in the judges' comments, it was like I couldn't hear the other 4 layers. I'm over here like you could suck a fart out of my ass with a pixie stick. I didn't fucking do them.
What about do you guys do the whole there cannot be any background noise? Like I was in a comp that Ferris knows about that I kept getting deducted because if they would go back and listen to my song before there's anything on it, and they could hear just a little tiny remnant of something back there that they couldn't get all the vocal out of the original song.
They're
You can't
kind of
hear it.
Ghost
Oh,
A
no,
vocal.
little
we
baby
don't-
ghost vocal.
You could not hear
We-
it when I'm singing, but
we want, I mean, we don't want background vocals, right? Because that's, or at least attempt to cover them up, but we really would prefer it if people don't choose a song with background vocals. But I mean, there are just like, if you have a song in your mind and the only upload that's on there is shitty, like that's on you, right? To make sure that that track comes out and sounds good. But I mean, if you're like blatantly scratching the mic or like like then we might deduct points for it. But
There
we're
have been songs that I will go back and I'll listen to them. I'm like, wait, well, was that an organ playing there, or was that someone going?
We did that for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, But if you have a song where there are 4 joins and it's like like last season there were 4 joins, 2 for the male, 2 for the female, but I heard like a choir going on, but I'm like, I don't think they're singing the background harmonies there. What is that? So I went back and I listened. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's an organ, but it makes it sound fuller. So there's never any points deducted because I truly, if I think that I hear something, I'll go listen to it on the Smule version to double check that that's not really what I'm hearing.
I think that's
I do it every
that's a
time.
point for the judges to get together and say, okay, well, what do we do with this? Because it is kind of like a handicap, a crutch for these contestants to be able to choose that song, and
Right.
you get that extra
Nick
harmonic
just gets
sound,
mad because
whether
he
it's
uploads
organ.
his songs and then they pick them apart.
we do have, I mean, here's the thing though, is that like with the open genres thing, like there are literally millions of songs. Just pick a different one. And we had this conversation in the judges room, like, but there's people get so stuck on a song, and especially in duets, it's hard to find a song that you both know or feel like you can time out, or it's in both of your ranges or whatever. And so we know that it was difficult, but that was the point, right? We didn't want this season to not be difficult. We wanted this season to be a challenge for people. And it was definitely a challenge. I mean, people were submitting in the last 30 seconds
Yeah.
this year, which
Wow.
we never get that. People usually all their songs are done like with minutes to spare. So
See, I'm the guy, I never have any time on the weekends or anything like that. So if a round opens on like Friday, for example, I just record the whole damn thing on Friday and then just there you go. I'm never the first one to submit. I think that don't think that's ever actually happened, but I'm
I like
early.
to set the bar.
I'm early because of time constraints with personal life and shit like that. But
I'm usually the last person to
minutes
submit.
to spare, seconds to spare. That's nuts.
I
That's
do that every
crazy.
count. Every count.
Really?
I'm like, what time is it? Shit, I got 2 minutes.
Oh man, let me go.
Get
Let
my
me go
headphones.
record 16 layers in this 5 minutes I've got left.
I got a quick
Ferris.
off-topic question.
Uh-oh.
If you're in prison, right?
Okay.
You have a sentence. You die in prison, but they bring you back to life. Can you say, well, I did my life sentence?
Yeah.
Yes.
Seems legit.
Because there's
Yes.
a guy that did that.
What did he go to prison for?
It doesn't say, it's just a headline. It says prisoner who died and was brought back claims his life sentence was technically ended.
No, I'm saying if it happened to me, if it happens to somebody, no, that shit don't count. Ferris, don't we have like a vidya or something that we're gonna get going playing with?
Yes, the past winners.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
buddy. Hey, y'all, I'm Brandon. That's Nick, the Coast to Coast Podcast. This is season 5, and we're excited.
We had fun with a little segment last season, I should say.
Yep.
Felt like a year. Let's get vocal.
We are bringing back Let's Get Vocal for season 5, and I'm going to let Nick give you all the dirty details of how you can get involved.
Dude, wherever this is posted, it's going to be going into the comments and just say, let's get vocal, and we will message you and we will get you scheduled.
So go ahead, drop us a line. We'll reach out to you, see if we can't get you on the show.
Let's get vocal.
Vocal!
So, Mandy, you want to segue into this video, seasons 1 through 5, and kind of let everybody know what this is?
Oh, yes, please.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you, Mandy.
Oh yeah,
You're Mandy.
I created.
For a second, I thought he said Brandon, and I'm like, wait, no.
We have-
No.
No, I do not.
I was
We
not
have a lot of
prepared for
new
that.
people.
Anything, so
We have a lot of new people that join all the comps every year, and every season I create a video with previous winners, just so that they can be like, "Oh, well, I didn't know he's been in this comp. Oh, I didn't. Who is that?" And then, like, because we pride ourselves in contestants that have done the work, as Kelly puts it. They put in the work, they do what they need to, and they come out a winner. And not only a winner, they get prize money, they get, bragging rights or whatever. And I think it's something to be proud of. So I created a video with all the previous, now 6 winners of the CAS comps.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And it took forever
Ferris-
to find them on Smule. Okay.
Ferris, we have this video, right?
Brandon,
Yes.
we're going to be even more disappointed in ourselves in a moment.
yeah, you've got to see
Are we?
the quality vocalist.
Yep.
What? You talking smack?
This is
Sure
where we
is.
say,
We had such a perfect year. Now the flames became a dying ember. All at once you weren't here.
You killed that.
Girl, I gotta tip my hat. Never
Oh,
thought
I love Ro.
make you move like that, yeah. Yeah, just do it in a Daisy Dukes. Girl, yeah. She got you tapping on your boy's shoulders. And dog, check this out, man. That's how them girls do it in the dirty South, yeah. Just have you on your knees, can I marry you? Yeah, tonight is bottoms up.
Are we both still in love? Could we ever rise above this? What do you see when you look at me?
Okay.
I see forever in your eyes. I never wanna cause you pain, never hear you rumble like a cold black wind. He pulls in the drive, rebel flies. He don't know what's waiting here this time. I'm going home, gonna load my shotgun, way by the door and light a cigarette. He wants well, now he's got one and he ain't seen me crazy yet.
I know him.
But the fight is still breaking.
Build a love that's still worth saving.
Wow.
Hot damn.
Standing.
I ain't going in there ever.
No, I you know what? I want to know when the next season is, not for duets or anything, because I'm a solo act here.
We
But,
try to do.
I want to see if I can
we-
get past auditions this time. I'm just gonna go in and not give a shit.
Usually,
I'm gonna do a
we usually
solo
try to
recording.
shoot for May of every year. We were a little behind this year, but it's
Oh, that'll
usually
be
May.
easy to remember. That's my birthday month.
Nick, I can tell you
Yeah.
that, you know, in
Oh,
comps
God,
like
let
that,
me in.
you learn a lot
See-
if you stay in it and just
Watch
ride
and
the
listen.
train. You know what I mean?
Also, another thing, real quickly. So we've had this thing since season 1. If you win a season, you cannot compete the following season.
Oh,
So our last duet. So it was Jen and Brandon. So
baby.
Brandon won the season before.
Mhm.
So technically he wasn't able to compete as a soloist this year, but it was a duet comp, so he was allowed to compete with a duet partner.
That
So
makes
for
sense.
next year, so since now he's kind of in a standing, so next year he will not be able to compete. So that would have been like the same with Jessica Powell. So she wasn't able to compete for, what was that, season 5. So if you win it, you can't compete the next year. You have to skip a year.
Well, good, because Brandon's my friend, and I don't want to compete against my friend next year when it opens up.
Why you compete against
I'll be like,
me?
I'm never
not
gonna
your
win
friend,
it,
you
so I'll
son of
get
a
to be
bitch.
in all of them.
Quiet, Nick.
Lord have
Y'all are
mercy.
It was crazy to it was crazy to go back to season 1 and attempt to find that song.
Oh yeah.
Like I couldn't
Oh
find the
God, Kenny
hashtag.
killed it, man.
It
He
was-
killed that whole season.
I just gotta
Gorgeous.
say.
Also,
Go ahead.
oh,
go
I
ahead.
was just going to say real quickly. So there are cash prizes for the first, second, and third.
Wow.
But if they do not, or if they choose not to accept the cash prize, the money gets donated to the Wounded Warrior program, and we've
Nice.
done that 3 times.
Outstanding.
And some of them are like, "Hey, just put it in,
In
the
their
next
name.
year," and we've done that.
In their name. We donate it in
Correct.
their name.
Yep. So we've taken 2 prizes and taken them and moved them to the following year, or there have been 3 people thus far that have said, "Nope, just donate it." So I've donated almost $200.
Wow.
Nice.
That's
amazing.
awesome.
Is there a bonus
Outstanding.
just for entering?
Everybody gets $1.
You get $1. You get
You
$1.
get $1.
Get
We're
a
fucking
I found
Oprah
it
Winfrey out
interesting what
here.
one of the winning songs was, because I went through you guys' stuff to find something I wanted to use for your little advertisement video thing I put together for everybody. And I don't know why. I did it with another group of ladies too. I keep saying, I want to hear these two do gunpowder and lead together. And then, of course, somebody in that thing did that song.
So actually in
Ooh.
Mandy's wedding, we did, what did we do? You, me, Jenny, and Crystal sang a song at your wedding, but what song do we sing?
I don't think it was at my wedding. We sang a song at Crystal's wedding.
Oh, we sang a song at your wedding, and then we did a
We
fucking
sang-
dance that you guys made me do.
Feel
Some
like
cowboy
dogs
dance.
and
You sound
dogs.
really happy about it.
Oh my God, you guys. I had to wear cowboy boots. My feet were killing me.
They
I
were
was-
like ankle
if you're gonna be
boots.
country,
Okay, they
you
weren't
gotta-
even real boots.
The
Ugh.
boots
They
are like the
weren't
most
real.
comfortable footwear that I own.
True.
Okay, first of all, okay, let's just backtrack here, okay?
And
No.
they make you taller.
No. And no, we went to a boot store in like, I don't remember, Texas maybe, and that's where I got them from. And like every pair of boots that she brought me, I'm like, I can't wear those. I can't wear those. Those are hideous. I can't do it. I was like really jacked up about having to wear cowboy boots, and then I found some that were really cute, and so I
She
bought
was
them.
so excited about them.
I was so excited. You guys, I've worn them exactly one time.
One time.
to Mandy's wedding.
That's because no, they're an American flag boot, so I don't blame you.
American
But I would wear them like to the 4th of July or something, but not even that. I've never even thought to put them on ever. It's not a go-to.
Kelly, do you
I'm like,
still have
let's
these
see.
boots?
I do.
Ferris
I have
wants
them.
some.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now you get to go camping finally and wear the boots. I know you
No. Oh God, no. No.
She doesn't do camping.
No.
She doesn't do bears.
I
She
don't
doesn't
camp.
do
My
hikes, she
idea
doesn't
of
do tent-
roughing it is
tents,
a
she
Holiday
doesn't
Inn
do
home skillet.
fires.
Yeah, no.
What?
Mm-mm.
I
doesn't
ask
do
for that
anything
question.
that will put
I
her
ask
in
for that
danger.
question all the time, and
Yeah.
one day I'm gonna get a yes. I'm going this weekend.
If
know I
I
will.
don't go to
No.
camp and ride my wheeler and I will lose my sanity.
No, there's
haven't-
nothing about that is attractive to me. I mean, like there's nothing about camping or like roughing it or like,
I
but
love
like
the outdoors.
if I want to be clear here, if the zombie apocalypse happens, my first stop is Mandy's house. I'm not gonna survive that. I don't even know where tacos live. Like I can't I'm not killing my food. I don't know like what kind of mushrooms to pick that aren't going to kill me. I have zero tolerance for the outdoors.
Kelly
I
said she's
play-
zombie bait.
That's not good.
Oh, good
I
Lord.
would, you know what? I volunteer as tribute. I will go and get eaten and you guys go run the other way. There's nothing about the outdoors that is attractive.
That's kind of
I mean,
similar to Brandon, because Brandon's like, if there's ever a bunch of haunted dolls that actually come to life and chase us, he said,
Shut up, Nick.
Here we go.
Shut up, Nick. Stop
Man,
it.
I went to
Run.
school. I went to school in Arkansas, and I remember the first conversation I had with my mom on the phone. The very first conversation, I said, "Mom, they don't have insects here. They have small birds, and they bite." And I was mortified. I was like, "I am not going to make this 4 years. Like this is not going to happen." I was and then somebody goes, "Oh, have you heard of them brown recluse spiders?" And I was like, "The fuck I have." We have them here, but like it gets too cold, so they don't care. But down there, they've got like cave cricket. I got chased up the stairs by a cave cricket once. Swear to Jesus. No, I'm good. I don't.
It was just
Nope.
like that. It was just like that trip to Texas. It was like all the way at the end of this long, curvy dirt road. She's like,
Those
"Where are
are
we
the
going?
best
Chainsaw
roads.
Massacre. What
This is
turn
like
around?
this is where
can
Texas
we turn
Chainsaw
around?
Massacre was filmed.
This is when a
I don't
zombie
do it.
runs out."
Yeah, this is when the guy with the big hatchet comes running out of the woods. Like, no, hard pass. I'm good. Everywhere we go, I'm like, are there bears here? Because if there's bears
Yeah,
here,
she asked me if there were bears in Iowa. Like
There's a bear at
just
my
wild
camp.
bears.
What I'm
Nope.
hearing,
hard
Nick,
pass.
what I'm hearing is we might have to get, and Ferris, I mean, you're gonna have to help out on this decision here too. We might have to get Mandy back on for an episode of
Beans, bullets, and Band-Aids.
Band-Aids.
Yeah, we do.
Teacher
it.
will
Yes.
something.
I want to bring Kelly
Okay,
too.
not
That way
me.
she can give us the opposite. You
The
know,
what not to do.
Yeah, what not to do.
What not
Hell
to
no.
No.
Purified water through a straw? Nope. Give me a champagne.
The
glass
only
or
people
something.
around here that carry guns are the law and gangbangers, and getting caught in either one of those is still not fun. I got
A
and
lawn chair. That's it.
and Mandy, no offense, but the only bears here are not terrifying. Even the Detroit Lions are not scared of them. Like there is nothing about where I'm
Wow.
from. Mandy's a Detroit
She's not
fan.
lying. She's not lying. See what I did there?
Why would you share that publicly to people?
Man,
She's a Detroit
you're
Lions
their
fan.
road dog. I'm a Bears fan by because that's where I'm from, right? Like we're
default.
Chicago fans are very.
Iowa
I'm a
doesn't
Bears fan by
have a
default, but I'm
team.
actually a Saints
I had to
fan.
pick one.
Woo!
I had to pick one. Who'd you pick?
She
Detroit
picked the
Lions.
Detroit Lions.
She's like, their helmet looks cool. I'll go
God.
with that one.
Like she could have literally picked anybody
like-
else.
You
No,
need
no,
to jump
no.
on the Buffalo Bills bandwagon. They're going all the way.
This was back when I was like 13. My mom said Iowa doesn't have a football team. And then my brother says, here's all the ones in this AFC
like,
or
I'm gangster.
whatever,
I
Central,
picked
whatever.
Detroit.
And I was like, okay, well, there's
She spun a
there's
wheel.
like the Bears, there's the Lions, there's the Vikings, I'm like, I really like Lions and I love the color blue. Lions.
Wow.
Mandy,
I've
what
been
is
a
that?
Detroit fan since I was 13 years old.
You know what
Mandy,
Iowa does
nice.
have? Iowa has the top wrestling college.
They do.
They also have the world's largest gas station.
That's something.
And the
Mandy,
largest ball of popcorn.
if an expansion team in the
Potatoes.
NFL ever came to Iowa, what do you think they would be? What would their mascot be?
A potato.
Ear of corn.
What?
Kitty cat.
That
Ear
puts
of
a lot
corn.
fear.
Potato.
One
potato.
big
The
ear of
Iowa corn cobs.
It's better than the Commanders.
Oh my God, Mandy
Outstanding.
Mandy lived in this house that was in the middle of nowhere, and I was on my way there, and she's like, "What?" She gave me an address to get to her, and I was like, "There's no house here." She's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I have to give you the town over for me because the GPS doesn't actually recognize my town as a town, so I'm gonna have to walk you through getting there." It was dark
Outstanding.
outside.
That's
There's
the
no
type of
street
town I
lights.
want to live in, where the GPS doesn't
like-
even have a fucking clue.
Yes, please.
Nope, I'm gonna die. I was.
It was
relatively
it's
certain I
literally a
was gonna
town
die.
of 300 people with one
Yes.
stop sign.
Perfect.
Yes.
That's one
no
stop
gas
sign
station,
too
no
many.
Walmart, no
That's
nothing.
That has
terrible.
mule deer.
300
that
people. That's
run
crowded.
right out in front of your car. Hard
They're
pass.
not mule
I'm good.
deer.
Mule deer.
They're whitetail, but that's okay.
Mule.
Kelly said, "I got
Whatever.
a homeless
Mule
man walking
white
across the
there.
road.
They look
I'm
like
mule
moose
deer."
deer. To me, they look
Just
like
because they're bigger than you.
hard pass.
The only reason why I would never be able to move to a town like that is because my wife wouldn't be able to get her Amazon packages.
You can
No,
still get
that's true.
Amazon there.
You get
Yeah.
Amazon
Mandy.
packages? I'm moving.
Mandy will deliver it.
I'm moving.
Amazon
She doesn't
delivers
have
to the
DoorDash,
post
though.
office now.
I was just going to
Oh,
ask, do you
DoorDash.
have DoorDash?
That's
I'm
terrible.
moving. Oh yeah,
I'm
We don't
not
DoorDash.
have
She-
Uber. We don't have
She doesn't have
DoorDash.
DoorDash.
You don't have.
She also
none of
doesn't have a
that.
coffee maker, which doesn't work out well for me. But
I do now.
Just
And
put
I'm
a
That's right,
guessing
you
spoonful
did
of
the last
coffee
time I
grounds in
was
your
there.
mouth and swish and swash.
and I'm guessing there ain't no
Oh, God,
Starbucks neither, huh?
no,
No what?
Starbucks.
No.
Starbucks.
You can
like,
go
what's
get a
that?
coffee at the nearest
At
gas
the
station
Casey's.
10 minutes away.
I have no
Okay,
problem with
Casey's.
gas station coffee. I hate Starbucks
I
personally.
don't like Starbucks either.
I'm not a big fan of Starbucks either. It's honestly,
Mm-mm.
and I'm bougie, so
It's
that's our thing.
it's overpriced crack in a cup.
Have you ever
Yeah.
been on a four-wheeler, Kelly?
Like this is a trick question.
Ew, mud. Stop.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Wait, Mandy, when we went to Texas, what was that thing that your cousin let me ride on, and then I got to feed the cows? I screamed the whole time.
That was
Mandy
a
did video.
side by side. Yeah.
I was
Oh,
going to
that's not
say for a
really-
second there to say, okay, this podcast is going a little too far there.
I was terrified. I did feed the cows, but I was scared.
She was scared of the cows.
Really?
Yeah.
But how'd you feel
I
about the
screamed the
side
whole
by
time.
side?
It's like a
Are we going to
ghost
die?
It's
Where's
like
the
a car.
doors?
bike. Yeah.
Where's the door?
There's no
Do I get a
seatbelt?
seatbelt?
Outstanding. Oh my
Let me
God.
put my seatbelt on first. Okay. Now we're ready. Let's go. And we're going like 2 miles an hour.
I'm sure she says that that's not true. We were doing like 1,000.
5, maybe 5.
That's
from
how Mandy
driveway.
Mandy drives like a crazy lunatic. Like every time we get in the car, I'm like I fear my life.
accurate. Very
Hmm.
accurate.
Even
Like a
even
race
that
car driver.
even that first time in the rented SUV.
No, that was bougie.
My dad drove.
We like that
I
one.
didn't drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her dad was very safe. We camped out in the
Okay.
back with her baby.
We were going like 20 and 65. Totally safe.
Oh, absolutely safe.
all slow and no go. All right.
That's 20
We had
hours.
precious
to get there
cargo.
instead of
My
10.
Nashie was in the car. My little Nashville was in the car. We had precious cargo. I
Right.
would have been okay. I would have been okay if it took us 1,000 hours to get there, as long as Nashville is okay by the time we got there. She was just such a happy baby.
Awesome.
Wow. I think
Well-
you just haven't had the right experience in the country yet. That's the problem.
Mm.
She
Everyone
won't
says
do
that.
it.
Mm-mm. Hard pass.
Well, I
I
want to
Hard
sent
say,
her. I sent her. So I send her stuff all the time about going camping and going up in hot air balloons and staying out in tents. I sent her a picture a couple months ago of these hammocks hanging over this mountain
Yeah, no,
on a
it's hard.
string, like on a. It looked like a thread of yarn, and they were like little hammocks. I was like, dude, we should
Absolutely
go.
not.
And
We
she
should
said
go.
no.
Absolutely not.
And then she goes, "There's bears out there." I'm like, "Oh, like over the mountain? Like there's nothing
Yeah.
below you. They can jump,
Bear,
Yeah.
not
and they
500
swim.
feet."
They
You just-
swim. They do all sorts of stuff.
all
No,
bears
hard pass.
want is a hug.
Is to eat you.
Exactly.
You-
Hugs.
That's it. They're just like,
Bear hugs.
I'm gonna maul
bear
the
hug.
shit out of this short little bitch. And Mandy would 1,000 like listen, when we walk down the street, one of Mandy's steps is 15 of mine. Okay, so we need to be
Truth.
clear here. If there is a race to get away from a bear, she's gonna win it. Because 2
No,
steps
she
to
will.
her is 30 to me. I'm gonna be exhausted half a mile in, and she'll be in Guam.
Well, then you're the one to have with us then.
She told me one time just to whip a jar of peanut butter at them.
Really?
Oh
That
God.
doesn't work, Mandy. It doesn't work.
They do have bear spray and stuff you can keep on you.
Yeah, but
I didn't say
buy into that. Is
But
that
I
like
said throw a
shark
jar
spray?
of honey.
Like who
Just
tests
throw some honey
that?
at them.
Who tested
Hey,
bear
Winnie the
spray?
Pooh.
Kelly's
go,
luck,
Pooh Bear.
Bear spray.
she'll buy like that the deer
Bear spray
pheromone spray
makes-
on accident.
Yeah, I'll be smelling like deer pee. Like no, hard pass. I'm good. I'm good. I don't even like campfire smoke. I don't like the way my hair smells after it. So just hard pass on the deer pee. Thanks.
Oh my goodness gracious.
On that note,
Oh.
I seen a video of a guy who was a dumbass and he put the deer urine on him and a deer frickin' attacked his ass.
Yep.
Oh, is that not what you do?
ew.
What do you do with deer spray?
You don't spray it on you.
Oh,
What do you
Not
do
during
with
mating
it?
season.
It's
Don't
a
do that.
predator.
You just like
thing.
spray it on trees, just spray it around the area to try to draw them in.
he's like, ooh, look at this cologne. All right.
I mean, most people smell it first. You know,
That deer
like,
whooped his ass,
Yeah.
man.
That's amazing. Well,
Good.
ladies, I want to say thank you very much for coming on and hanging out
say it.
with us.
All right.
And you stayed
for
the
having us.
whole time. I'm
yeah,
so
Kelly,
proud.
see?
Yay,
You stayed past the whole time. Just
know, it
throwing
was
that out there.
Way past my bedtime.
Told you,
Absolutely.
that's what happens on this show. You just can't
Amazing.
leave it. It's like, the Lay's commercial. You can't have only one. You can't have only 10 minutes here. You just can't.
This is true. You're either you're in it or you're not. It's just
Yeah,
Several
yeah.
it's one of
people-
those things. You get sucked
Yeah.
in somehow.
and
I
it's
don't know
still
how.
an acquired taste.
Several people have said the whole, I don't want to be on video. They ended up being on video, and several of them said, I can't be on long, and they always end up staying the whole show. Because
Well, I
it's
think
fun and time flies. You don't even realize it.
I can't remember if it was the last episode or the one that we recorded 2 weeks ago, but it went really long, like 2+ hours long. It was awesome.
It was 2 weeks ago because we were playing all our. Was it?
Yeah. No, that was last week.
No, it was last
It was
week.
with Randy.
Yeah, that was last
Yeah,
week.
because we were playing all our songs.
That was fun. Anywho's, all y'all out there in the YouTube lands and the podcast vills, thanks for being here with us. Thanks for hanging out with us while we hang out with Mandy and Kelly.
And
And we
TikTok.
hope to see y'all next time. Don't forget, Nick,
Like, subscribe.
jot that down for him.
Don't just subscribe. Like,
Subscribe.
like, subscribe, comment, go to the link tree, go buy some of our shirts and shit, man. We're poor.
After 4 years, we're still working on that.
I need to retire.
Subscribe.
Anywho's,
Y'all be good.
stay safe.